on a dating site. For women, they're the only people who have a category called big, and then they put a caveat behind it, and beautiful. Why is this big woman called beautiful but not slim and beautiful, medium and beautiful? It's only big and beautiful. Why are we attaching beautiful to this heavy set woman? Why? She should be able to be judged like everybody else on her beauty, regardless of her size. But because we're catering to her. Now, when you go and look at a man, it doesn't say big and handsome.
I wanted a high volume man. What do I do?
Be reincarnated.
Are you a virgin?
No.
Buy a dog, die alone.
An honest person would tell you the truth if you asked them.
Right.
A transparent person will show you the truth if you just look. Mm-hmm. If you look, I will show you.
Yeah.
But a vulnerable person will offer you the truth and you never have to reach for it.
That's good.
And so you want to be able to be honest. But see, if we're in a marriage and I'm just honest with you, that's not enough.
Like, bro, just stop talking. Just stop talking. I am so sick of you newbies, you new age dudes that want so desperately to sound deep and profound. You're not even making sense at this point.
And because these passport bros have options, a lot of these Western women are starting to realize this. They're starting to realize these guys are not broke. You know, these guys are really, actually doing what they say they're going to do. They're going to other places and meeting other women, which is what a lot of people should do. I've said this. People should get out of their comfort zone. You need to get out of your comfort zone before you get caught up in this weird way of thinking, this sort of safism, this sort of, I'm not going to leave because I don't know what's out there. They try to tell you that these other countries are bad or worse than America. Now, that may be true in certain aspects, but a lot of these other countries are doing good for themselves. The people are better to be around. The food is better because it's not filled with all types of chemicals, It's a better lifestyle.
This is SOS. I'm Squish. SOS reality. You got a nice juicy beer. What is it? I'm Squish. This is SOS. I'm Squish.
I'm Smitty.
Please hit the like, subscribe button.
Also leave a comment down below, even if we're
trash
on the yard.
Today's topic.
Your boy, Jason Whitlock, is celebrating the life and the death of Kevin Samuels. Also, he's talking about the Manosphere and how it has progressed throughout the years, and certain content creators who was part of Manosphere and who are making impact in everyday life.
Yep, pretty much with because this is, you say it's pretty much the day Kevin passed away, right? Thankful, like he even brought up the Tommy Sawyer thing about him saying he was the originator. But let's just call it what it is. Kevin Samuels did kind of make it go mainstream, and now we got a bunch of little Kevin Samuels all over the world, all over YouTube right now. And some of us glad to see it. Some of y'all are just instantly doing the exact mimic job. And just copying everything he says.
From the look to trying to be professional like him, and everything. So now this is the thing. Steve Kim, you can't see him on here. I'll put the clip up of him. He's a boxing analyst. He helps Jason Whitlock out with the show. He's the one that actually kind of introduced some of this stuff to Jason Whitlock. That's why you'll see stuff about passport bros and different things like that. But he basically watches a lot of Black Manosphere content. Now, he mentioned a couple people like the Angry Man. He mentioned also Jada Black, and he also mentioned our boy Jackson. So now, what they're basically going over is the relationship, how the matriarchy has kind of messed up some of the relationships with, well, not some, a lot of the relationships between the Black males and Black females. Also, just relationships in general with males and females in America. So now, the other part of this I wanted to bring up is, since they were celebrating Kevin Samuels' death, he was talking about it did leave a void and nobody has filled that void since his death.
Yes. A lot of this stuff is spawned from Red Pill
to MGTOW, to Going Your Own Way, to the Passport Bros. All that stuff is kind of in the same, I guess, the same concept, Manosphere thing. I just guess guys have their own concept. When some guys say I'd rather leave, some guys say I'd rather not deal with them whatsoever. Some guys just went all the way truth and cuss everybody out. So a lot of this stuff has sprung from the Manosphere. I do say the message in a lot of it is correct, but I think people overcorrect sometimes.
Yes.
Or they overdo things to where pretty much you can turn to what you hate sometimes.
Yeah, ironically.
Yeah, some of these guys become the reverse angry feminists, but the man version, where they just yelling and cussing their woman out, throwing drinks at everybody. So, you know.
Now, some of you content creators are not original. I will say that. Some of y'all try to mimic, and I get it. Y'all see a success plan from a guy like Kevin Samuels or other content creators like that, Tommy Sotomayor. I think everybody went away from that way because being the shock jock, that's what Tommy Moore is. He's more of a shock jock, and he has so many talented fans. But I always say, our thing, what we do, we try to stay original or to the concept that we know. We can't say it's successful, but we'll say we know we can do and we're talented enough to do.
Yeah.
So now, also on the Manosphere part he's speaking of, and the reason why we're doing this video is because Jason Whitlock is basically a professional journalist, and he has a name, and we actually paying homage to him. We're actually paying homage to Kevin Samuels in the Manosphere, something you don't see mainstream people, because he's been mainstream with ESPN and different places. And he actually gives a spotlight to this realm on YouTube that a lot of people wouldn't, that have mainstream artists.
Well, I tell you, when he was sports, or like in the booth in the sports, I hated Whitlock. And then I kind of start seeing his own shoulders material. I was like, oh man, this dude got some common sense. He's a very intelligent guy. I think sometimes when they do the sports lane, I think sometimes they just got to say something shock at you. So I think that's what they kind of plays down with that. But yeah, the Manosphere thing, it is deforming though, because I do think we get the grifters. You get these people who pretty much do a Kevin Samuels imitation and put other people on it, whether they be in London or not.
Yeah. We're doing a video on that.
You start to get a whole bunch of the Kevin Samuels version of the women that are coming out now that are jumping on it. I think most of them are full of it.
Yeah.
I just tell you the truth. I think they hopping on the wave.
And people hopping on the wave, they starting to expose themselves. You let them talk long enough, they'll tell you who they are. So we're starting to see more of that. Now, do we have a couple people in there that we say that are authentic? Yes. But we are seeing the groups are starting to expose themselves more and more, and we're doing videos on them. We're going to keep doing videos on them. And we have one coming up. Shout out to, I know he didn't mention him, shout out to MTR. We're doing a video on him. I think he is a content creator he's already big time, but I think he's gonna do nothing but get bigger.
Yeah, he's very original too. So I do like MTR's work.
But we'll just bring this up. Jason Whitlock, we thank you for celebrating Kevin Samuels' passing, and also putting spotlight on the Black Manosphere or the Manosphere in general.
This is SOS. I'm Squish.
I'm Smitty.
Please hit the like, subscribe button.
Leave a comment down below, even if we're
trash
on the y'all.
Kevin, a bunch of little Kevin Samuels all over the world right now.
I know, right? This is our reality.
Average at best, baby.
Y'all have a good one.
The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.